My troubles so small, I reach so high to embrace it all. On the top of the mountain, my troubles so small, I reach so high.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.
I hope everyone is doing great. Well at home. Namaste.
Namaste.
I have a few requests, not requests exactly, but then few information that few are not gonna join today because they are not available. So I think yes, there are few not joined, are consistent and regular family members, I would say rather. So Sister Meera is not available, and she informed me, in fact, yesterday in advance that she will not be able to join today. Om Shanti Taj Bhai. And yes, so let's begin. I hope everyone is doing well at home, safe in this Corona world and Corona time, and must have taken advantages and doing your homework. Must have done your homework yesterday. So let's talk about it. Uh, I think many of you, I mean, almost all of you, are not been part of that WhatsApp group, though you are part of it, but you cannot share your homework there as it is only for admins, right? So I have received messages that they cannot share because it is logged for them. Only admins can uh, message. So because of so many messages keep coming, and because of that it has been logged. So if but here you can share now. So I want you to share your homework. Does everyone remember what homework was given? No, really? Okay, Sister Renu, you left half an hour earlier. So yes, I understand. But have you listened afterwards, the recording or not? Did you listen? Yes. So I had given homework yesterday. Uh, would somebody like to answer what homework was given? I see today feel divinity. Yes, Tajbhai, true. So I had given homework to feel that you are. How how would you behave and spend your day if you are actually a divine being? You are that Devi Devata whom so far you have worshipped at your home. So this homework actually I had given just to feel and and imagine, let your imagination go to the highest of it, positivity and divinity, and feel that accordingly, that how a divine being will think, will act, behave. So that kind of feeling I wanted you to feel and behave. So have you done your homework, Taj Bhai? Yes, I felt myself as a divine being, the child of God, and I experienced that my thoughts, words, actions, perceptions are elevated and filled with the divinity. That's great. I mean, that's what I want all of you to feel of, because this is how your thought processes, your action, your behavior, your relationship will change. And as you will do your actions, so as you'll get the repercussions. So that is something that we need to change here. And as much I'm changing my days, my future, my present, and everything are changing, and my whole strength is being enhanced day by day, isn't it? And that's what we have actually made an aim, or the purpose of meditation, isn't it? I want, I mean, all of you to participate. Is it possible? I see today we have very less participants. I hope everyone is not really occupied and not really uh, been bored by the the knowledge is being shared here. I'm trying to provide you the best that I can do, just to relate, to make things easier for you, and and just to tell you how meditation be helpful. Brother Harish is writing, it made easier for me to be more naturally in gratitude, and also to tolerate and forgive easily. Yes, brother. And I hope this feeling must giving you calmness to your mind, and you must feeling relaxed. So yeah, thank you for sharing it. Many, I mean, any other one? Anyone would like to share your yesterday homework in particular? Then I will begin the sessions, today's sessions, the topic that I have to cover. We are almost the end, the edge of the, the whole course. And as I said yesterday, that tomorrow will be our question answer session. We'll take your most of questions. So prepare your questions. If you have any doubts so far since day one till end, anything you want me to revise or repeat, I will be happy to do that. So no one else has done homework. Is that what I should consider? Hello, am I audible? Am I clear? Or shall I proceed? You know what? Why we are doing this on Zoom? Why just can't making up the videos and uploading on YouTube? You know the purpose behind it? Okay, Sister Renu is writing to proceed. Okay, I will. Okay. May I ask you, it's okay if no one has or others haven't done homework yet. It's okay if you don't have homework yet.
रूबी बहन आप थोड़ा कंटिन्यू कीजिए इतने माइक ऑन करके जो भी करवाया उसी को थोड़ा कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं तो कीजिए।
Am I audible? Am I audible now? Hello? Thank you. I'm so sorry, we're facing some network issue, and that is why I need to change place. Yes. Okay.
जी, you are not audible.
I'm not audible?
Now you are audible.
Okay. So I was explaining about no, so we were discussing about the homework actually. So today's topic is about, thank you, Sister Rita. I see some new names today. If somebody has joined just today, or you are listening since I mean earlier the day one, or not actually been, I mean, okay, it's good. All right, so uh, today's topic is about organization. I hope you remember when I spoke about how God will teach us, how the transformation, because transformation is two ways. It's not just one way. It has to happen, but it will happen two ways. How? So the first way is about external transformation, and the second way is internal transformation. As far we understood the fact that we all are souls, energies, we are not actually a body. Is this clear to everyone? Yes, thank you. I want everyone's participation so that I feel being connected and I can being open up to express my knowledge, my feelings, and give me as much I can. But if I will not get your responses, I will not feel like being connected, and might that will affect not to be really be being open up. Okay, so it's just a cooperation from everyone I want, and I will be really grateful for you in this. So what I'm explaining is about the internal and external transformation. So we have covered the topic where we understand now what is the cycle. So when I say the cycle means every day has a night, and after every night there is a day. It's just an example to explain you what is the cycle exactly the mean. But when we see onto the big platform about how the time is changing, so you see, earlier, like if you just think about a few years earlier, like 20, 40 years earlier, or 50 years, or 100 years, or even more than, and say about 5,000 years, this world was like a paradise. The golden era, silver era, copper era, and now we are in Iron Age. So if we are in the Iron Age, that means we must have, or there must be a time where it was called as a golden era, isn't it? If night has come, there must be a day past, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So the same way, thank you, sister. So the same way, it is has to change. It has to change somewhere. How it will change? So, firstly, when I say the changing external changes, so you see the changes in the climate, in weather, and the whole system, whole ecosystem has been somewhat transformed. Whether the transformation is more of negative, the vibrations are negative, whether it is global warming or other ways, but we are looking, the things are being actually changing. Yeah. So, the same way, if things were earlier pure or better, and now we have been degrading and been degraded actually. So, from this form, like from night to day, it has to transform again. Okay. So, the external transformation is very, very easy. And for that, we have weapons, we have atomic bombs, we have different types of such things which can actually change the world, change the whole ecosystem. Five elements for that matter: the air, the water. If there will be a tsunami, flood, things can be changed easily. But when I think about internal transformation, because only changing outside will not actually make the real change. So as we are also being changed, or I would say being depleted, or in terms of our value system, we have been degraded with the time. The quality of energy has been changed. We've been deteriorated, aren't we?
Yes.
So 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 the same way, if we have changed from goodness to badness, or with the value to vices, then can't this change be again from vices to values, from like a devil to divine? Is not is that not
Yes.
possible? It is possible. So who can do this?
God, Father.
Yes. Why he is the only one who can do this?
He's a pure energy. He's
Mm-hmm.
pure. He doesn't have a body. He has got the power to do, to change.
Mm-hmm. And also, most importantly, and why and exactly he has all these qualities, but why he has all these qualities? Because He never came into the cycle of birth and death, and hence his energies and powers is constant. And rest, every soul has come into the cycle and been in the part of this, and hence some or the other way their inner energy, their power, their strength has reduced. So somebody who has already become a vice or have the vices cannot change others. If somebody who himself angry person can tell the other person not to be angry, is that possible?
Possible.
And whether if you
No.
will say that, whether the other person will accept or agree or obey him, yes or
No.
no? No. I
No.
remember a story of our Gandhiji, Bapuji. So there is a mother, she brought her child in front of Bapuji, Gandhiji, and she was explaining, she was seeking for some help to him. And she said, my son eats too much sugar and chocolates and all sweet stuff. So it's not good for his health, and he doesn't want to eat any vegetables and, you know, and all of which gives nutrients. So she was asking Gandhiji to to explain or to teach the child not to eat these much. Then Gandhiji said to the mother to to take her again after a few days, a week or some time. She was okay. She was agreed with that. If Gandhiji is saying something, so let's do this. So after a week, she came back again, and she obviously brought her child as well in front of him. And then Gandhiji was simply said, बच्चे ये मत खाओ, it's not good for health, इससे ये होता है, इससे वो होता है, and simple teaching. So as much she was listening to Gandhiji, she was thinking in the mind, and she could not stop herself by asking him, why didn't you say all of these that day? I thought you must do something that will actually change my child. But you're simply giving me just a statement. Is it that sufficient? Will this suffice? What I have brought this after a week, you could have said this that day. Then why did he do that? I'm sure many of you must have heard this story and know why actually he has done it.
He has to change first. I think he's the one who's eating the sweet.
Sorry, what?
I think he's also eating sweets. That's why he cannot give the advice.
True, exactly. Because until then, he himself was eating that much, not that much sweets, but he was eating the sweets, uh, you know, above than what is supposed to. So, what is the intent to say all of this? If you do something, and if you want to, teach somebody to not to do that, you first have to leave that kind of habit, or you first have to obey the same teachings that you have to give to the other. And that is the same quality our founder of Brahma Kumaris, he has the same kind of quality. He always, whatever said to others, he first used to implement in himself. So, so the same way, if I want to teach somebody, I first need to stop using that habit in me, or stop that habit in me. So if some change is required, the person, so no one in this world apart from God can do. Why? Because everyone is into the same boat. everyone is depleted soul, so no one can enhance others. Hence God has to descend, God has to come, because God has that kind of power. Now how it happens? So the other day I also explained, because if somebody has to teach a child, he has to come down to the level of child's understanding. I cannot just give a lecture to a 2 years old child. Can you do that? Kha hai, I'm sorry, I couldn't understand this. Kamalji is asking something. We'll have the question answer session after, once I will complete this, but I did not understand what you're asking. So, what I'm saying is, if God has to change or teach, he has to come to the level of the students. Is it? Isn't it true? Isn't it necessary? Yes or no? Yes. So, the same way, God has to descend and come to our level. Because also the other fact that we have discussed, because human being is the only creature which is the best creature and who has the most impact to the nature. There are two things. One, the rest, animal being, plants being, they all come into the nature, and the other one is human being. So human being is the one, if you change, I mean, if human being is being changed, it has a great impact on nature, so as all plants and animal beings. And that is why it is very, very imperative and important to change human beings. Is it all agreed to everyone? Are we
Yes.
clear so far?
Yes.
Right. So that is the one reason why God has to come to our level. Now, next, how would he actually come? So, obviously, he does not have any body, he does not own the body, his own body. So, we all have our own body. This is our body. Everyone has a own body, but God does not have any body. So, how he will teach us? Because to teach somebody is just not a thought that can be given, or kind of an inspirations given. If that is possible, we could have changed so far, but we haven't changed. Hence, it is very important for a teacher to come into the picture and teach students. Otherwise, correspondence, teaching could also be successful. But why there is importance of regular study instead correspondence, right? So hence it is very, very important for God to descend to our level. Now how he descends? So he has to take a body is same like a human form. Now how he will choose, like to whom body he needs to come? There must be a reason why he has taken this particular body. And many people have this question uh, on this, that why him? So many of you must have heard about Brahma Kumaris and watching television, or may have done some research on this, about the history or about organization, what it's all about, who is the founder, and many other things. So many people may have the question, why the person, right? So so there are certain reasons why that. One of the reason is his quality. He has such kind of qualities due to which God has chosen him. So one of the reason, if somebody hasn't something, let's say for an example, if I'm talking about a human being who is wealth wise, like money wise, very well off, and he has recognition, name, fame, everything. What if that person also have very good qualities? He give respect to each other, he's very humble, he's very caring, he's very understanding, he has generous heart and mind, and he is very, compassionate. What if all these quality a person consists? Or on the other hand, if the person has wealth, like well off financially, also have recognition, position, but does not actually have respect for others. He has the ego of what all he has. He has ego of what all he has acquired in his life. Now, you tell me, and you always have a tendency to keep a kind of a jealousy to each other, always have a comparative nature, keep comparing, one or the other person. There are two type of people, these two. Now, whom would you like? Can I get responses, please? First person,
Humble type. Humble people. Humble.
humble, the one who has humility, humbleness. First one,
Generous.
generous heart, yes. Now, why? Why is that so? The other person also have all these amenities, all the name, fame, money, everything, but he does not have that qualities, that values, and due to which we do not feel like, respecting the person. So if we as human being will not actually respect such kind of person, then how anyone can, create such kind of feeling for that person? Now in the world we see, majorly the second type of people. We probably give respect, but that respect is due to some reason. It doesn't come from the heart, is it? Am I right or wrong?
Right, sister.
So that is the one reason, that is the one reason why God is choosing that person. And you see, this kind of people are very rare to find. If somebody does not have wealth, does not have that kind of recognition, position, and he also, but he has this all qualities maybe. Now you see, you also be able to find out the person who probably does not have any kind of the external recognition, the worldly name, worldly fame, wealth, but still you find that person is probably again these qualities in him or her. Or the other side, you may not find even, such qualities. The person has gone for all the ways, isn't it? Let's say if I'm saying I do not have anything, and I'm saying I do not need that, it will actually will not suffice my statement. Are you are you are you with me? I mean, are we on the same page? So intend to say this: if somebody has everything but still he does not really been very dependent on that, is actually a great human being. Sister, sometimes one becomes biased or non-biased. That's a different thing. But I'm saying, I'm giving you example of why God is choosing somebody. Because these are the qualities, if one consists, that is the real person. That is the person who, we are looking for, who can be in the you know, or I would say rather eligible for why God is choosing him. Because if you want to become an inspiration for others, you need to become like that. As I give an example of Gandhiji's statement, he has become first like that, and then he has given that knowledge, teaching. So unless he did not made himself like that, he did not taught anyone. So same way, if God choose somebody, he look at these things because he is making somebody as like a head girl and head boy of the school, representative. So we make the person who is the most eligible person as representative. So I'm going to tell you about the qualities of the person who is the founder of Brahma Kumaris. It's not only about the organization thing like other organization. Why I'm emphasizing on this and reiterating on this particular line, because I'm actually so far in all last 7 or 10 days explaining you to connect with the divine, and this time is to transform the whole world, the whole universe. And this is not actually is possible for a human being or any human being, and this can only and only be done by God, no one else. But also God is bounded with some of the laws that he himself has created, and hence he has to took a body, he has to come down to our level to teach us. Is that clear? Yes. So that is the reason God takes a body. So his name was Dada Lake Raj. I will share you one of the picture here in 2 seconds. So I'm sure you must have seen him, but let me have a quick look. 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. It's taking a while. Uh, I think. Uh, Chetna Ben or Gopesh Bhai, are you connected?
Yes.
Is it possible brother sister can share Brahma Baba's picture?
Okay, I
I'm
share.
so sorry if that is possible. Otherwise, can we show that picture to everyone on the screen? So I was explaining about how the person is. So Brahma Baba, like we call him Brahma Baba. Why do we call him Brahma Baba? I'll tell you later on and after some time. But his name was Dada Lake Raj. He he was at his time uh, a person who has a business of diamonds and golds. So he was very renowned being, and and very respected to everyone. So he has uh, sorry. So look at on the screen, and this is the picture. This is the picture of our founder, Brahma Kumaris. So, so there are so many qualities that he has. So one of them is respect. He was always giving respect to everyone, no matter how and one is coming to his place, because as he was a diamond merchant, so many people, and he has an interaction of, because it's a time before 1936. He born in late 80s, and in that time he born up in very small family, like very village kind of a family, wherein he has his father and mother. His mother passed away when he was 4 years old, and his father was a teacher in a villager school. So when he became 13 years old, his father also passed away. So he became like an orphan. No one was there to take care of him. And also, he has so many qualities since beginning. He was very honest, he was very disciplined, and he was very obedient. So whatever his father used to tell him, he always used to obey him. That was the one quality. You see obedience, how obedience is important in life to grow in every ways. So Brahma Baba was such kind of personality. So when his father passed away, and then there was no one left for him, then at that time, I'm talking about the late 80s and in just the beginning of 90s, right? So he became orphan, no one was there to take care, but he himself, you know, grown himself. And once he started growing up, he worked somewhere, and then so and so on, then the lifetime passes on. When he actually been young, then he started setting up his own business. He has a very small business where he used to work in a like a something, a business of crops and any rices, in these kind of businesses, a small business. But then later on, he started growing up and then become a diamond merchant. Then slowly and gradually, he has his own family. He got married. He has kids. So he has two sons and three daughters. The importance and the qualities are about the Lake Raj was very honest, disciplined, and
wait for a minute. We will continue. I thought connection का कुछ तो problem हुआ है.
I'm so sorry, people. I am facing some internet issue today, and that is why uh, it's disconnecting again and again. So I spoke to the internet service provider, but then it doesn't get fixed immediately. So I'm so sorry for today. If some fluctuation is there,
It's okay, sister. Please don't be sorry.
thank you. So let's continue now. So I was explaining you about how Dada Lake Raj was, and how he used to yes. So I was explaining he used to respect, he used to give respect to everyone, no matter how, whether the person is male or female. So he never made any kind of biasness. So he was a kind of you know a great being who used to do a lot of worship, and he has made 12 gurus.
आज के सेशन का एंड करते हैं क्योंकि सबके नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम कंटिन्यू आ रही है। तो कल आप रहिएगा, कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे इसी टॉपिक को जो आज चल रहा है। ओम शांति। आज मीटिंग का ही एंड करते हैं। ओम शांति।